Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. As always, Dr. Rashid has always put me in the challenging situation. Most of you people might, of course, might not know that he was or is the boss. And we worked about 6 years together. And in 6 years' time, we heard a lot of things and we were speaking about it that did not make sense to us back then. And in 9 years of business, everything that he said started making sense. Most people over here who might not know him long enough would label him as an academic, but I'm a living proof. So I'm going to tell you how it all happened and how I started, because I can go about academics and branding tools and marketing and all those gimmicks, but I'm sure there are many more qualified people than me who can talk about it. So let me just start by choosing one word, which is called challenging. All right? Challenge is something that you primarily do to yourself. You keep challenging your personality. You keep challenging the way you do things. You keep challenging your limits. And that leads to sustainability. Sustainability in a brand is really important, because if the brand dies in the middle, it's not a brand. It has to continue. And for that, you need a lot of discipline. Another word, Dr. Rashid, a lot of discipline, financial discipline, management discipline, marketing discipline, and so forth, in order to have that sustainability within the crisis or ups and downs of the business cycle. Having said that, marketing is a very, very broad term. I mean, if you take product marketing, product branding, it's a perception. It's a perception of people to accept certain things in a certain manner. What might be a brand or a product which is good to me might not be good to any other person. It's subjective. But underlying all that marketing and all that, Ferrari-like gimmicks and aura is as my dear friend Dr. Tariq said about Apple, is that fine, he had a great marketing, but behind that was a lot of details. There was a lot of work. There was a lot of the supply chain, the value chain, the detail-oriented approach towards it. I mean, it was a brand, but there has to be a character behind the characteristics of the brand. So creating those is a big challenge. As Henry Ford said, and then I'll continue from this, that my overnight success happened in 10 years. People just see the end result. They never see the last 10 years. So overnight is a relative term again. It happens in 10 years and it always takes time. I mean, this Congress didn't happen today. I've been seeing Dr. Rashid for the last 15, 16 years pursuing this, when we had a rack and a couple of books starting from there. And when he left BP, and we were all there as a team trying to build a brand of Hamriya, which was the greatest challenge, because how do you make an industrial zone out of sand? I think that was, I mean, anything that I have encountered after that is peanuts compared to that. And today, the branding is not only about products branding. It's about, when you have a product that you want to sell, that you want to promote, that you want to characterize, you have to work a lot with your team and people. So you got to brand your people as well. And the reason I'm not going to go and refer a lot to Dr. Rashid is because I'm going to cover that aspect of my life only, because I want you guys to know about it. He once told me, and I'm sure he won't remember this, I'm sure. He once told me, and we were sitting in that big meeting room facing the sea, he said, a person is a brand, and you develop that brand, and everything surrounding that person will develop automatically. So this is how we will develop Hamriya. I'm sure you don't remember this. It was a long time ago. And that caught up. And I always tell my people, develop yourself, and everything around you will start developing.